Well, thank you all very much, and good afternoon. There's a little note here that says do not close, so I'll try not to close this. I did want to say thanks to all of you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to tonight. Always good to celebrate good things. But wanted to make a few comments about what you're doing here in Washington, D.C. I really appreciate the fact that we actually have to be very active in what we do as we try and promote transportation throughout the entire country. A lot of good things are happening, but it's also important for all of us to recognize what we have to do as we move forward. Just as way of background, just wanted to mention to all of you that I am a civil engineer. I studied civil engineering at the University of Texas at El Paso. I did work at Arizona DOT for over 20 years. Most of my career was out there. And as engineers, I understand the kind of work that we do in transportation. And so it's really gratifying to see such a large group here. Also, for about the first 5 years that I was here with the administration, I was the Federal Highway Administration administrator. So a lot of the things that we did there were things to promote innovation in transportation. We actually started our innovation initiative that we call Everyday Counts that we could not have done without your involvement directly. And Dave, I appreciate your support in that effort. It was really an effort to help us deploy not only new techniques in design and construction, but also to help us deploy technology in a much faster pace to help us solve some of the issues that we face in transportation. A lot of you over the years have heard me talk about the importance of ensuring that we utilize taxpayer dollars, very limited resources, in the most efficient manner possible. And that means that all of us that do work on these projects really have a responsibility to the American taxpayer to make sure that we do that we always strive to do better with the limited resources that we have. And engineers, like many of us, every day are helping to do this. We're pushing the envelope. We're doing things now like replacing bridges by sliding them in and really replacing things on interstate freeways, for that matter, over a weekend. And that's really important for us to be able to demonstrate not only to the taxpayer, but also to the policymakers, people in Congress, that actually get to vote on the resources that will be available for us in the future. We also use technology and innovation as a tool, something that we always have to keep in mind. We want to get better each and every day. Secretary Fox, though, many times will say that even if you're 100 times more efficient with our transportation dollars, with funding levels where they are, and with funding so short-term, we'll still be in a position where we're falling further behind on maintenance and not be able to tackle the big projects if we as a country do not act anytime soon. So what I wanted to do very quickly is talk about a couple of elements that are very important for all of us. First and foremost, maybe about 6 weeks ago now, we actually delivered to the public a draft report that we call Beyond Traffic. It looks at the trends and choices that we have to make in transportation over the next 30 years. It tells us that we're going to have more people and more freight to contend with, some pretty obvious things.